A troubling moment following Vice President Kamala Harris's rally in Houston Friday night.
That's great. And I know, I'm going to tell them what y'all just said. And I know we are all so deeply grateful to Joe Biden for his lifetime of service to our nation, including my dear friends, Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, Senator Jackie Rosen, who we will re-elect to the United States Senate.
Look at the woman right here next to Kamala. Watch her eyes. Watch it. Watch it. Here it comes. Oh my God.
A woman is captured on video shouting in a little girl's face. The woman in the blue t-shirt bends down to yell at the little girl who's sitting in a stroller. A Harris supporter pushes the woman away and appears to tell her not to yell at the baby. The exact cause of the confrontation remains unclear, but the child's father appeared to be holding a microphone, indicating he was addressing the crowd before the verbal assault. The video has more than 21 million views.
For service and hospitality workers.
But perhaps there is no better example of how differently these administrations will run and make policy than at two rallies over the weekend, where someone called out Jesus is Lord at a Kamala Harris rally and someone called out Christ is King at a J.D. Vance rally. And their reactions were chalk and cheese. Look at how Kamala reacted to this fellow in the crowd simply calling out, Jesus is Lord.
With the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade, and they did as he intended. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
Just mocking him. Those two young men then talked to Fox News, sharing their experience of then being ushered out of the rally. They weren't even allowed to stay for simply stating Jesus is Lord. Now, you don't have to be a Christian, you don't have to be a Catholic, but where's the tolerance? Where's the inclusion, Kamala and co? And let's not forget, within hours of this, Kamala was rocking up at a church trying to play the Christian card. I mean, the hypocrisy here. 1 minute, somebody gets booted out of your rally for yelling, Jesus is Lord, and the next, well, I'm at church.
But we're 15 days away from the most important election in the history of our country. And if you want to know what is at stake for Christians in this race, just listen to what Kamala Harris had to say last week. Because when two college students, religious college students, and very good people, everybody said what wonderful young men they were and are. At a campaign stop, she heard shouting from the background, Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Lord. And Kamala Harris ridiculed them, mocked them, and told them they were, quote, you're at the wrong rally. She basically said, get out, but I won't say that because people didn't hear that so much. But she said, you're at the wrong rally. And that's really what she meant. That's really what she meant. She's very destructive to religion. She's very destructive to Christianity and very destructive to evangelicals and to the Catholic Church. And she is, let me put it this way, Ben, she is your worst nightmare. Much worse than Biden, and he wasn't so hot. But while Kamala says that people who believe in Jesus don't belong to her rallies, you have to remember that that's as loud as it can be.
Everyone in Nevada knows they have helped lead the way in our country for workers' rights and workers' dignity. And I have to say, for years, I've been so proud to work by your side. When I was Attorney General of California, so much to celebrate, so much to celebrate. So Nevada will be a tight race until the very end. And so let's not pay too much attention to the polls, because we have some hard work ahead of us. You know it and I know it. When I was Attorney General, I went after price-fixing schemes. And when I am president, I will continue that. Bring it on. So Nevada, generations of Americans, the Constitution of the United States should never again stand behind the seal of President of the United States. Never again. We know what we stand for as Americans. And you know, it all comes down to this.
Here it comes. Oh my God. Watch your eyes. Watch it. Watch it. Here it comes. Oh my God.
The person in the audience yells out, "Jesus is Lord," and she basically says, "You're at the wrong rally. You need to be with that smaller group down the street." I mean, if this doesn't make you believe, this is the person, 2 weeks away from being president of the United States of America. She is on my, excuse me. We have got to get the Christian community in this country to wake up.
But the mistake that Kamala made was to say, there's actually, for someone who says Jesus is Lord, or someone who even is pro or whatever, there's no place for you in the Democratic Party. That is insane. By saying you are not welcome at this rally and literally physically removing them, she's saying there is no place for you in the Democratic Party. And that is, of course, a terribly stupid and damaging thing to do.
In America, particularly.
Especially in America, and especially when you've got so many working class people, Irish Catholics, Italian Catholics, Roman Catholics, who obviously are culturally or sort of democratic leaning, but also have conservative social values. So
the Bible Belt,
really
you
stupid.
just lost them all.
Jesus is Lord. You say, yes, he is, but he's not running in this particular race. He's not on the ballot. So,
but she didn't need to react at all. She heard that Jesus is Lord thing, and she decided she needed to react. And this is why she's such an appalling candidate. She's the worst candidate since Hillary Clinton, and we know what happened to her. So she's just she cannot very quickly off the top of her head think of a clever way or an appropriate way or a tactically good way to react. So she did this really stupid thing of go to the rally down the street. You don't belong in my rally if you want to say Jesus. I mean, that's as you say, America is a far more religious country than Australia.
It is.
The vast majority of them are Baptists. They don't want to hear a candidate saying that. She's done herself a lot of damage. And then the idea that you can repair it by going to church tells you that Kamala may be Christian on a Tuesday but not on a Wednesday. Or maybe she's Christian at 3 o'clock but not at 4 o'clock. And that's exactly the problem. She's this changeable, could be anything, chameleon, don't know what she believes, don't know who she is candidate. And she's underlined that. Yes, I'm really like that. I'm really this very uncertain person, and you'll never know who I really am or what I really believe. This is her doing self-damage. She's had a really bad week. And at the end of the week, she's just making it worse.
In fact, a lot of people said that would be disqualifying for her. That would be a disqualification. In our movement, we love Christians, we welcome believers, and we embrace followers of Jesus. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Boy, this is a lively group, Ben. This is a very lively group you've assembled. What's going on with Ben? This is something, Ben. But at Trump rallies, we don't tell Christians to get lost. We tell Christians to get out and vote. You don't have the choice of sitting out this election, because if Kamala Harris gets 4 more years, the radical left is not going to leave Christians alone. It's going to get worse and worse, and you're going to suffer greatly. They will come after Christians all over the country. Kamala Harris has vowed to abolish the filibuster, letting her pack the Supreme Court, and I even heard as many as 25 justices. The Supreme Court with Marxist radicals, with people that we don't want on the Supreme Court to rewrite the Constitution. She's not a very bright person either. That's a really dangerous combination. Your religious liberty will be gone, your free speech will be gone, your Second Amendment will be gone, and parental rights will be gone forever. So I'm here tonight to deliver a simple message to Christians across America. It's time to stand up and save your country.